I think I found a good spot. Are those stumps gonna be okay there like that? Not gonna bother you? Hey everybody. Well, we head for the hills again. It is busy this weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. And there's a lot of people up here. Not too bad here. We're on Forest Road 135. And just north of Happy Jack. Just kind of getting settled in here. We brought the green goblin and we brought all the dogs, but I gotta take Patch for a walk. Poor guy. Oh, it is nice. It's like 71 and a little breezy, but not bad. Well, gonna get set up. We'll tell you more about where we're at and everything later on, but we're gonna have some fun. Gonna do some riding, gonna do some food and drinks right now. That's what I'm looking for, food and drinks, because I am hungry. I'm starved. Breakfast was like about 5 hours ago. All right, start getting unloaded here, and then I'll take Patch for a walk.
With you, trying hard to take some time away and have a peaceful day or two. Someday when our ship comes in, I know just what we'll do. We'll load up the motor home and have a holiday for two. We'll pack our bags and bring the dogs and have a holiday for two.
Voila, I'm all set up. Whoa, I'm all set up. Whoa. Hey, Patch. Oh, it's so pretty. We got some of our friends here. They got here earlier before we did. So did they. And there's another trailer on the other side of them. I think I set up everything I'm going to set up for now. Beautiful drive up. Hope you enjoy the little ride from Clintswell. Well, the Mustang, there's a gas station there, and I think that's called Clintswell. There's a little Mustang gas station, and you come up Lake Mary Road. But it's so pretty. And the green, look how green it is. It's been raining up here a lot, so that's why it's so green. We like it here because there's lots of grass. Pat, you chewing on a pine cone? You nut. Do you like chewing on pine cones? So tonight we're gonna see if we can see some critters. Coyote out here a couple nights back. Up the trail here there was a coyote. This was the same spot I think last year where we saw a mountain lion. Came prepared this trip. Let me show you. We got our little one of our little power boxes, and this is our extra refrigerator. And we've got our limeade and our rum and spicy tomato sauce and a few other things are all in here. These little things come in handy, I tell you what. That was our bodega. And the other one is in the back. This is the set power. Set power is running off the Blue Eddy AC 180 over there. And it's hooked into the roof panel, so that's getting power that way. But this has all our drinks. This just has drinks. And then the refrigerator's loaded too. Yeah, baby. Right? So yeah, baby. Patch, are you comfortable? You look comfortable. Oh, Sam's comfortable over there. Look at him. He's enjoying that. Getting his neck scratched.
He's well tended to.
He's well tended to.
He's not spoiled. He's well tended to.
It's a beautiful day. Caesar salad dinner. Patch. It's like, what's that? That's a camera, Patch.
Oh, let me put my face in it.
Funny. It looks stiff in the camera. What is this thing? You wouldn't like this, Patch. It's salad. You like crunchies. He probably thinks, well, it sounds crunchy. The croutons. It's cocktail time. So for today, we're going to be doing Bloody Marys. Got spicy hot V8, some olives, some vodka, and celery is in the refrigerator, so I'll get that. And we'll make our Bloody Marys. Yum yum. Our Bloody Marys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. I went easy on the vodka.
They're perfect.
Okay. I think I did about a half a shot each one.
Tastes good to me.
Sorry, dogs, you don't get any. Yeah, they're wondering why they didn't get one. Huh. You don't get Bloody Marys. You're going to get fed here in a little bit. What do you think of that?
Oh, this is so good.
It's funny, as the sun starts to go down, it gets cooler and cooler, and then the wind picked up. Once the wind picks up, boy, then it gets cooler again. Now the wind died off. Go figure. I've been packing stuff up because the forecast, even though it's windy and there's very few clouds, the forecast for tonight is rain around 9-10 o'clock, and then more rain in the morning. I think tonight's chance is like 30%, and then tomorrow it's 70% at around 8 a.m. in the morning, so we'll see. But I'm putting a few things away because I don't want them to get wet, like the quad, and probably put some of the dog stuff put away. I guess there's some kind of a low front coming through for what, May, into May? You just never know what the weather's going to be like here in Arizona, I tell you. But I'm not complaining. At least it's not 110 degrees, right? You gonna be ready for some dinner? Of course, right? Right, Patch? Hey, Patch. Hey, Patchy. Ooh, get that bug. How about some peas and carrots? Ooh, you like peas and carrots? Yeah, they like peas and carrots. I mix it in with their dog food and they just love that. Everybody's fixing dinner. They got all their generators running. I got me some new lights. Just see my new lights. Those I've had before for a while. These I got these new. Like that. Little solar lights. It's kind of nice to have some little lights around. Right there especially. They got a stump right there. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. This ends our first day camping up here at Forest Road 135. Tomorrow we'll probably do a ride. Drive out and see some things. I may go out tonight and see if I can find some animals with my new little goggles I got. I'll show you. These are my new goggles here. And you push a button here, it switches to infrared. I don't know if you can see that or not. And it has a zoom. And I'm gonna go out tonight and see if I can see any animals walking around in the dark. That's why I got these. I want to go out and see if I can find any elk or deer walking around in the woods, or anything else that's walking around in the woods. And it'll take pictures too. I'll tell you more about what these are in a little bit. I got these on Amazon. They run now. You can get these for about $80 to $100 for these. They're not the high-tech night vision goggles. These are considered night vision goggles with a camera and photo. It takes photos too. And it really isn't too bad, as you can kind of see. I don't know if it comes through on the camera over there, but I'm trying to do this with film with one hand and show you the camera with the other. But you can adjust the focus on it to make it sharper. I'll see you tomorrow. Safe travels. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Dave here, and I'm going to show you how to find the Forest Road 135 near Happy Jack, where we camped at. This is the start of our summer camping trip season, and you know, anybody that lives in Arizona knows that when it gets hot in the summertime, where do folks head when it gets hot? They head for the mountains, of course, to get cool. That's the best place. Either that, or you can live in your refrigerator, or shut your house up and turn your air conditioning down, which is what a lot of folks do. Happy Jack is up just south of Mormon Lake, south of Flagstaff, and north of Highway 87 on Highway 3 right here. This is called Highway 3 or Lake Mary Road. You can't see it right now when I zoom in. It's sort of east of I-17, and south of Flagstaff. It's really a kind of a remote area up here, but absolutely beautiful. There's a section here where along the highway where you get into the altitudes of 7,500 feet, 7,000, 7,500 feet, which makes perfect summer camping, especially when it gets hot down in Phoenix. Now you'll notice Happy Jack is right about here. That's actually a ranger station. There's a RV park that's down the highway here called Happy Jack RV. That's a little different. Great place to stop in and get something, or pull in and get a campsite there. They have hookups at Happy Jack RV Park. They also have a dump station and a little store. But really, if you're going to come up in this area, get your gas and your groceries ahead of time. Either get them in Flagstaff or get them in Camp Birdie or Payson before you come up this highway, because there's really not a lot of grocery store and gas station options. So I'll just tell you that right up front. Get everything you need before you come up here. It's kind of a remote area. Now the area that we camp in, I'll show you that in just a second, but there's a lot of camping along Lake Mary Road, all up along Mormon Lake. In fact, we later in our videos, you'll see as we put our videos out of our trip, we stayed up here near a campground called Pine Grove. We also stayed at Asher's Dispersed Camping. We went into Flagstaff and got groceries and then came back down because we had friends that were staying here on Forest Road 135, which some people call Hutch Mountain, because over here is a little, I don't know if it'll show up on here, but this is Hutch Mountain right here. There is a little trail that goes up to the top of this mountain, and there's a lookout tower up here that you can go into sometimes when the ranger is there. And it's really cool because from the top of that lookout tower, you can see all over the valley. Let me zoom in just a little bit and see if I can see it pop up here on the map. It's right at the end of this road. It's not showing up there, but that's kind of, let me switch to satellite. Maybe it'll show up under satellite. Well, kind of. You see that little white spot right there? This is the parking area and stuff. So if you come up here, there's a place to park right here. It's about almost, I want to say 8,500 feet at the top of Hutch Mountain. 85, maybe 9, not 9,000, but getting close. And there's all sorts of trails around here. So if you have a motorbike or an ATV that you like to ride, it's a lot of fun. Our friend even took his e-bike up these trails. Although some of these trails get a little rough, so I'm not sure I want to take a normal e-bike up some of these trails. But let me show you where we camped at. This is Forest Road 135. You find it along Lake Mary Road. Down here is Stoneman Lake Road. See that right there? That's Stoneman Lake Road. So when you see the turnoff right here, I think in the video at the beginning, you'll see us as we pass this road and we come on up here. We'll make a trip down there later on and show you what it looks like down there. Because a lot of these forest roads up here have dispersed camping in them. This is a huge area, real popular with outdoor enthusiasts, people who, hunters in the fall come up here and do hunting. So if you camp here in the spring and summer like we were, you might see places where hunters have left some of the fur from their deer and stuff that they carved up, that they cleaned. And so that's not unusual when you're out back here to see some of that, because this is a popular hunting area as well, especially in the fall and early winter. Some of this area is private, so I would suggest getting yourself one of those motor vehicle use maps for Coconino National Forest if you plan to go off-road or at least drive around. Most of them will have signage that tells you this is private property. If you see a sign, like for us here, this is a sign right here. It says Hutch Mountain 2 miles, or 5 miles, I think it is. Hutch Mountain, there's a little Hutch Mountain sign right there. This whole area is a great dispersed camp area right here. Forest Road 135. This whole area along this road 135, until you get back about in here, both sides of the road have great dispersed camping, and there's actually some little trails that cut across through here. You see this little road right here? This is the road that we were camped. We were camped sort of right in this area, right in here. This is kind of where our friend was camping in here. But you can go farther back. If you go farther back, it gets more shady. So in the summertime, when it's really hot, folks like to get back here in the shade and get a little more shade. If it's like we were and freezing cold, then you're going to want to get out where there's more sun. And I say that because we had one day, you'll see in another video I'll put out, we had one day where it hailed and it looked like snow, and it got down to about 41, 40 degrees, and it was cold, and it stayed that way till about the evening, till the rain let up. And so you just got to be prepared, especially in May. You never know what can happen. June, July, and August, the weather up here is going to be nice. You might have days where it may get up into 80s, 85 in the summertime, in the middle of the summer when it's really hot in Phoenix. You might have an 85-degree. Rarely does it get to 90 in this area. But the nice thing about it is that if it does warm up, that as soon as the sun goes down, then it cools down. And I mean really fast, especially when the air is dry. And if the humidity is up a little higher, it might take a little longer. But boy, oh boy, when that sun goes down, you'll probably start reaching for some jackets or a sweatshirt, putting some pants on, because it does get cool when the sun goes down. Morning temperatures can be a little bit chilly, so be prepared for that too. You might want to, before you come up here, I suggest getting yourself go on to like Weather Channel or WeatherBug and check to see what the weather is for Happy Jack. That's about the closest down here where you saw Happy Jack. That's going to be, the ranger station keeps track of the weather, and so that's going to be your closest approximate forecast for this area. And of course, like I said, also there's ATV trails all over. In fact, on a video that I'm going to do about this area, I'm going to show you what it looks like as I take this little, whoops, my mouse is very sensitive. There's a little trail right here that I took around this mountain. I think this is it right here, this little trail. Yeah, this trail right here. And I went around this little hill. It's kind of a hill right here. And I got over here and I found some deer right on this little trail here. I think it's this one right in this area. Elk. I'm sorry, not deer, but elk. A whole herd of them in this little area right here. So if you are up here and you can get back here with some sort of a dirt bike or even hiking back here, you'll never know what you're going to find. But I do suggest being prepared with maybe some sticks, hiking sticks, things like that. Bear spray, just in case. There have been sightings in the past of mountain lions deep in the woods here. So if you do start hiking back here by yourself or with friends, and you don't have anything like a hiking stick or something like that, take some bear spray just to be safe. There haven't been any sightings of bear recently, but I know in the past that there are bear in this area. It wouldn't surprise me if they're out a little deeper in the woods here, especially up around Hutch Mountain. This is the higher area right here. And so just kind of be prepared for that. All of Lake Mary Road really has great camping all along this whole road, all the way from down here at, it doesn't show up right here, but there's a little gas station right here called Mustang Gas. Sinclair, but this is the Mustang gas station, Sinclair Gas. And then this is Clint's Well. This is where you get started on Lake Mary Road. And there's some little campgrounds there. There's some dispersed camping here on the 702. And really, one of these days, I'm thinking on one of these days, I'm going to just do a whole video on Lake Mary Road, because there's so many nice camping places all along this road. And in the summertime, people are looking for places to go camping. And this is great. It is remote. So like I said earlier, make sure you get all your supplies ahead of time. I hope you found this helpful, and watch for our next video, because I know in one of the videos I'm going to show you the hailstorm that we had. It was really cool and cold, but it was really neat. It was like watching it snow. I couldn't believe it. Have a great day. Safe travels. Catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.